Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mortal Glory. We're on round 2 with whatever this team is called. I can never remember, and it's been a day since I started. You may think, why would you start a run and then go away for a day? Well, if you've seen this series of videos, you know I'm not very smart, and I make a lot of mistakes. But things seem to be going quite well. We've come out with 100 gold, so we're not exactly gold rich for this round, but we've got still very strong competitors here. We're looking for magic damage for Melth here. The extra having a savant unit is quite nice, especially early. Currently doesn't exactly have much. Bit of agility and a bit of physical crit damage. The crit damage is mostly what I'm going for here. Grabber is just a beast. We managed to invest quite heavily into him at the start. He can do a fairly insane amount of damage for these early levels. I mean, I think he'll one-shot at least these two, maybe even this guy. Let's have a look here at the next round opponents. Special knockouts. Can't knock out with normal melee. I think that's probably doable, and precise knockout desire. Maybe not too bad. Icarus Strike and Opposing Strike. I think with this we're probably looking for spells, right? We're looking for something to here that he can use to knock someone out in melee. Not particularly scary here. Not particularly scary here. Most of this is actually strength, which is fairly high. 3 moves, but I think, you know, she'll get knocked out with 1 charge, so. And he's not too bad either. Like, health is a little bit of a concern, not a huge amount, 40 in the 40s here. So we're going to have a look at potentially picking up a person. It'll be only this one. Probably not worth it, but fairly healthy. I think one thing we learned last time is kind of the base. Some base stats are better than others, right? Like base wisdom is not as good as base strength, because base strength is 1-to-1 to attack damage, so the higher this is, the more kind of you start on this, right? So we started on 13, we've gained 13 from from gear. If this strength was 5, we would be, you know, fairly far behind, compared to this, where magic damage only goes up once every 2 points, so magic damage becomes a lot better as a stat. Obviously agility, base agility is always nice, so you don't have to try and itemize into it to get the extra moves. Base armor is, you know, still decent. Base vitality is also quite nice, obviously. You know, 48 health from the get-go is pretty good. Can't really afford anything there, though. We only have 100 gold, and we have an armor slot spare, so we should see what we can do about that. This isn't terrible, but this is the perfect. I was going to say it was a perfect spell sword, but it's magic defense. I always get magic defense and magic attack mixed up. Strength, wisdom, dodge chance. Now that is a spell sword, right? Which we could go to with Melth, right? There's no reason not to give her something else to do. Like being middle range with spells and being melee is actually quite useful. If you have the agility to back it up, and obviously elves get quite a lot of extra moves. Well, 1, but yeah, that's quite a lot. So this is interesting. Wild Lunge. Physical damage, 3 agility, 8 in crit chance. Is also very nice, but we can't afford that, unfortunately. And I think we want to be going into an armor here. An armor vitality dodge chance is perfectly serviceable for 40 gold, right? We also wanted to look for a spell. Unfortunately, these are all magic. There's no no melee spells here, unfortunately. And Grabber is doing nothing in terms of that. So I think maybe we go this, because armor, vitality, dodge chance, it's all good stuff. It's cheap, serviceable. Just gives Melth a little bit more in the in that department, in the survivability department. Because she's not doing a huge amount of damage, right? She's doing some decent stuff here and there, but it's still, you know, it's 3 plus 5. You know, it's 8. So it's not exactly huge amounts of damage coming from health, so the longer she stays up, the better. We kind of need her to be the finisher here. It would have been really nice to have a spell that we could have done here, which is possibly why I may go for this Serrated Sword, right? It's, you know, we're losing 8 health, and the knockback chance with the dodge chance. We are getting crit chance, which is always nice. And we're getting Wild Lunge. The reason I want to go in for that is because it's another thing we can use to finish someone off. Because otherwise Grabber's going to kind of be waiting around to reuse this. Otherwise we get the Emperor mad. But then we discussed last time, is making the Emperor mad a bad thing? Like, if we do it early enough, you know, it would be better for us to make him mad and finish the fight quicker with the debuff he gives us, as opposed to trying to do it. We had that problem last time with the move one thing at a time. I may still pick this up if I can get rid of these. If these two sell for 18, and it looks like they might. Very nice. But then obviously, you know, we get something better next round. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just go in. We'll say, we'll just ignore this. We'll just punch these guys to death because we can do it pretty quick. Especially Shizav here. Maybe the person we go after straight away. 10 armor. So we're going to be doing, you know, 34. So it'll be 24. And that's before, you know, before the percentage. So we'll start a fight here. I believe as well this next in turn thing is new. I don't think it was there originally. It's Sally to go first, who has 4 moves. They all have 4 moves. Checking range here. Range 1, range 1. Range 3. So I think we're safe to approach. I like doing this here. Approaching towards a pillar, like that. Means whichever way they decide to go, you can spend the next turn going out. See, he's done the smart thing and actually hidden behind the wall here. Maybe not smart enough, though. So I could actually get to over here, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, and then do one of these. Probably slow, just to minus an AP there. Hides us behind here. Not having a reliance on our spells to maybe I use this. It pierces half that, and because we're getting the bonus to 20% damage bonus. We dodged anyway. That's fine. Oh yeah, it's one thing I need to be careful. Actually, she doesn't have much mana. See, now I can kind of come out and charge Shivaz here, which is actually probably good that she didn't hit, because now this gets 20% damage bonus. Opposing strike. She now has extra armor. That's fine. Just spell damage there. Knockback. Yeah. So this is where we make the decision. Do we just ignore this? And I think we do. Otherwise, we're going to be spending too long trying to kite around, and she does not have the mana to sustain. Actually, she can't do anything anymore. Oops. Yeah. So we need to just go in hard on the instant fools. Yeah. Yeah, all units injured is kind of bad, but it's only 2. Keeps dodging Grubber, which is annoying. But there we go. Ooh, big knockback. There we go. Yeah, we got the 2 injuries. Usually we get poisoned, which isn't too bad. 2 injuries is absolutely not a problem. 2 wisdom for Melth is very, very nice. Obviously extra AP. Grabber getting the wisdom. I guess it's an extra base there, but it's not great. $20 MP. This may be something actually that Melth we use on Melth, right? You get into melee, you use it so you can do more spells. Actually go towards having a spell sword, which we haven't really done much in the past. We've tried it before, but it never really worked out. Zeta-Bolt is just restore health. Range 2. So again, it's shorter range. No reliance on but no reliance on the up, down, left, right. I think we go for Vinegar Blow. I think we actually turn Melth into a proper spell sword. And we try and buff both of these, and then make the spell list that she has medium range, with either some extra damage or, you know, these are applying slows and stuff like that. You try to explore an abandoned house, and among all the rubble you find a wooden chest in pristine condition. Chest does not seem to be locked. I usually go hard on these, because the items you get from these are really good. And I think we could probably sustain the injuries, maybe? And getting a good item here means we don't have to buy an item. It is 40% versus 60%, so it's a little bit worse than a coin flip. We did get an item, but Grandma was injured by 2, so he's only on 3 now. What do we get here? Shadow March is absolutely incredible. This is exactly what we were looking for with someone like the elf there. You know, physical damage, magic damage. The minus armor and the minus magic defense is really bad. 40 MP is always good. Shadow March is just an excellent skill. And we've discussed in the past, right, like, having the higher your physical attributes, it kind of makes up. If you one-shot someone before you get one-shotted. Before you get one shot, I suppose. So that would go there. So that's already looking a little better. Obviously, we don't like this. And we don't like this. That much is obvious, right? But this is now nice, this is now nice. I don't know, maybe it's even better over here, but I think it's because it's physical and magic damage, and she's the one that's doing both. Maybe we keep it there. Again, maybe we find someone we can purchase in the recruits, because we do need a third person. We are going to fall behind on that part. That is very, very nice, because that completely mitigates the sword. 10 agility and 28 HP is great. I think even the 10 agility mostly makes up for that dodge. Yeah, every 2. So we're gaining 8 agility essentially. That's 4. So we're losing 2 dodge chance, which isn't too bad. Again, this is something that goes for a spell sword. That's just pure magic damage, but with dirty stab, because why not? Magic lightning. And that's a great spell. Magic plus 20 with 3 range and 1 cooldown. It's just a little expensive. Regular rush. Force distraction, magic arrow. I mean, magic arrow is a good spell as well for Melth here, if we can get in the line. But we'll be starting to kind of forget some of these spells here. Perhaps even like corrosive mist. We're starting to get a decent amount of mana. Still not huge amounts, so we probably still want the invigorating blow, especially because we're still kind of going hard on this. We would want to look into that. But let's have a look at our recruits first. Actually, we should check the fight lobby, really, shouldn't we? Low moves, not particularly scary. High armor, not particularly scary in the damage department. You're a little more scary in the damage department, but we could probably one-shot you before you one-shot us. This demand is horrendous, by the way. I've now seen it twice. I wonder if this is a new thing as well, because I hadn't seen it and then I suddenly have seen it loads. Horrible, horrible demand. I feel like these ones you start to think about, like, do they force you into now thinking, do you take the Emperor's demand or do you just take the loss? You know? We could afford up to here. So this is what I mean, right? 13 wisdom is very high, like, base wisdom. It's only 6 magic damage. Yes, you get more plus magic damage spells, but it's still not particularly fantastic. See what I mean? Like, you want him to be, like, super high wisdom, but... I mean... this one here is a little more balanced than A Dahlia is a little more balanced than a Dahlia. And is lucky, which is nice. A little less health. The agility is a little weak. See, this guy is who you want, but obviously 466. I guess you could try and like just go with one person, spend no money for ages to get this guy, but I feel like that's not how it's going to work. But being famous is good, but that is terrible. No one giving gold. Not really. So I think we are going to go for items here. This, I think, is the 10 agility and the HP is just too good, right? So, 6 moves. And it really does kind of mitigate that magic damage, but we definitely still need armor. Which I don't think anything really provides here. I mean, I guess we could have got Stone Skin, right, which kind of mitigates it. Maybe that's something else I need to consider. Spells that mitigate some of the problems here. Like, instead of having a movable, if I had Stone Skin, would have been really good. Have Invigorating Blow, and I think I do want that over a movable. And I think the fact that we can Shadow March will help us a lot here. I'm not liking the fact that the armor's so low. We will have to fix that at some point. But I do like the fact that she can do, 21 damage from range, then getting close and still do, 16 damage. And restore that MP to then do more from range. And she's got the moves to be able to actually, kind of come in, come out, that kind of thing. So we forget Immovable. We learn Invigorating Blow, just because it's something to do with melee. We possibly sell this. I think we do, to be honest. This is just a better version. We sell this and we sell the blade. Well, this is the other thing, right? Do we keep these around for someone else? I think we do. Maybe sell it next time if we need it for whatever reason. Because I don't think there's anything else here we want to actually buy. This is a very nice weapon for if we have someone, if we get like a full wizard. Yeah, I think we're okay like this. This is a fun weapon, and the fact it gives the Shadow March is just fantastic. It may be even prudent to have her go first. And use Shadow March first. But remember Snail's Pace, we might try and do it. How are we doing magic defense wise? Okay-ish, not just great. Bear in mind, of course, they don't have to listen to this. We'll do that. What's the cooldown on this for? And how long does this last? 2. We'll attempt Snail's Pace, we'll let them come to us. Right? Because we can start doing stuff like this from here, right? This on here I think is fine. No, I did this last time. That does count as you charging. So now this becomes the question. Because right now what I'm thinking is we could... If it's injuries, it's not great. But if it's poison, it's fine. It depends what he's going to do. You don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if the sound has turned up. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe it was just me. Sound felt a little loud. So what did he use there? He used Corrosive Mist, which we dodged, which is great. His other thing is Graceful Cut, which gives him agility, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And it not doing a huge amount of physical, especially because it'd do a lot to her, but she's got the health to kind of back it up. So we can step one forward because he has to step forward. We'll keep trying to do this. That's fine. That was weakened. See, Invigorating Blow here would be great. Because he has... this is more damage and plays slow, which reduces their dodge chance. But he is in melee, we can still restore the MP, which would restore a lot of MP. Oh, well, he's in range. Might as well give it a go. But you have to come forward. 15 damage. The dodge is no good, to be honest. You don't really have much you can do here. That was a very painful knockback. Actually, it's not too bad, because we can still get back in range, right? And it's do we do Magic Frost. Very nice. Seeing how he can have around here. Okay. So again, we don't want to step forward here, actually. We probably just want to do this straight away. Who's doing more damage? You by a little bit. Okay, we actually did that without doing the without having to go for more than one move. We just let them come to us, and we kind of had the defenses, mostly the health, to deal with their attacks there, which is good. 2 strength extra. This is nice as well. Obviously, Melth is getting stronger each round. Obviously, if she dies, then that's really kind of putting her behind. Although then she dies and then she does well, then, you know, it kind of counteracts. So extra 1 armor for Grub is fine. Versatile Jab. Now, we've never really gone for this because it's been a weird one. Obviously, it's physical +3 and then gives you wisdom, which is giving you 3 extra magic damage for 2 turns. It's another thing you could do in melee, but we are kind of running out of spell slots here. We kind of need the Invigorating Blow unless we get her mana, and then we can forget this and take this instead. Mind Barrier is basically just magic defense. Again, something that maybe we use on Grubber because, you know, you use it at the start, or you use it when you kind of get close. It defends you for a little bit. Obviously, increasing that to 11 is obviously very nice. You can only use it once with its 8 mana. Maybe, but obviously, giving him stuff that uses mana makes it better for when we find items which have MP on them. Poison Shiver applies poison. I think we will get the benefits of this through items. We may get the benefit of this through items, but this allows us to kind of go more aggressively onto weapons and damage with MP on it, right? So I think we go this. We got a title. This was one of the other problems we had before. You wake in the middle of the night and notice that Melth is missing. Looking around, you find a set for everyone in a large cave with a group of cultists chanting, knives in hand, and Melth tied in the middle. You also notice another unguarded room with an expensive-looking item on the pedestal. I'm assuming looting the item gets Melth killed. We've got to fight the cultists. Oh no, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I think saving Melth is better than getting the item there. Quick flick through here. That's some high base damage with no items. Fortunately, your physicals are minus. And your actual defenses aren't great. Your defenses are not great either. Again, your physical's high. You have a lot of health though, and you have not much health. Well, 40 is a decent amount of health, right? Obviously, this is really bad for you. You've gone hard on magic damage here, but you're doing physical, and your armor is low. I mean, minusing armor on the enemies here is really nice. But again, we've got to be careful, right? Because we've been in this position before where we've won every single match and lost at the championship, when versus actually doing really badly up the way to the top. It's fun around. Next round we're getting bonus gold. We're getting like 200 gold. So like, this is kind of a pivotal, do we go for this, do we not? Opposing strike is very nice for Grubber, but again, mana cost. Chaos Torrent. Immovable. Bull Rush, we already got. Rooted Bash is fine. Decomposing Touch. 7 damage over 7 turns. We're usually trying to spike people quicker than that. A Mage Staff is great if we were going full magic, but we're not here. We could think about Mind Barrier there. Physical damage, magic damage, crit chance. Again, that's a good spell sword. Physical damage, knockback chance. Again, that's plus 5 physical damage here. Anything that does that is really nice. Physical damage, dodge chance, debuff resistance. Physical damage, HP and knockback chance is possibly where we go for here. So that's more HP than the Vitality is giving, more knockback chance, only -4 dodges. Alright. Possibly spiked mace. And these spells are fairly cheap, so it's a shame none of this is cheap. And there's nothing that really gives wisdom. In fact, there's absolutely no rings at all, which is quite interesting. Look at our recruits here. Pretty cheap. Destroy MP equal to the damage. This is a decent spell. You're quite low in that department. Plus 50 MP for -5 armor is absolutely not worth it, especially if you're barely using it. This may be a little more interesting. Actually, minus physical for HP. I guess these bottom ones usually have pretty bad stuff. If you find a good guy at the bottom, like this guy was good at the bottom, he just had a little bit less crit chance. Oh yeah, he just received them, didn't he? He got +3 armor and 8 magic damage. Which is really bad, unfortunately. You are, I guess, 2 wins away from... Yeah, I guess Hytal. Gutsy +5 armor. That's nice, that's nice. Kind of decent bases across the board. They're kind of okay. The lower agility is not great, but I mean this... I'd still like kind of going for the spell swords on Undines, because they can do this, then do spells, and then do this again if they survive long enough, if they can maneuver around. This is looking a little more interesting. +1 max AP for -3 magic defense, +3 agility for -3 strength. I never use this because I always feel like I'm going to kill myself. I don't think we can go as far as this guy. I don't think we would anyway. We actually may continue not going for any for anyone here, you know? It's we get 200 gold next round plus our stuff, so no, I think not even that's very good. What would we like the look of? This, I think. We can afford that if we sell these two here. I'll just check this. Yeah, no demands. That's fine. We can use some charges, and we can use Grubber to its full potential, and we'll get a little extra health, like 8 extra health. We'll lose 4 knockback chance. Sorry, 4 dodge chance, but we'll gain knockback chance. So we can sell these two. I think they're worth 38. To buy this. We will keep this around because this is a good item for kind of anyone. So whoever comes in the 3rd slot we'll give this. I think we will teach Mind Barrier to Grabber. Again, just to kind of buff him up a bit. He's fairly tanky just kind of overall. Like his title gave him some decent tank stats. So just making him less susceptible to magic is nice. Obviously we still need to do something over here eventually. He'll be replacing this with something with loads of armor. which unfortunately this doesn't really give. This gives magic defense, which is obviously nice, but we're not worried about that this time. No demands, no desires. Ooh, followers versus angels, both of Annihilation. We have the initiative. Excellent news. Let me check this. 1 move, 4 moves, 3 moves. We may kind of want to go over here. Force them to come this way. Or we may actually want to move over here. We can actually get to like here and then use our elusiveness, which I think is a good first move. Possibly didn't want to do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No, that's fine, because she'll end up here, so still can't throw, and he does not have the range, so we don't want to step another one forward. We may just want to use our Night Barrier now. Yes, that removes all his MP, but, you know, it's best to use it now than later, right? Yeah, they're all coming this way, which is quite nice. Although, So this is going to be our first blood hit. We can hit both of these. That's fine. Nice knockback. We kind of wanted that knockback. Do we get up and close? Yeah. No? No. Well, we're doing more damage with this versus this. But we may want to kind of dance around a little bit. Kind of get behind here. Dodged, okay. We resisted. Probably want to go for that guy. Yes, into the wall is very nice. Good defense. Because she can't use the throw. He still only has 1 move. He has 1 move. Maybe we knock him back. It is her turn next, though. So we go her, then me. So then we could probably do something to him. So just have 17 attack, but he doesn't. Does he have anything that buffs it? No, only minuses. That's fine. Because he only has 1 move, he's going to attack here. Very nice. Gaining 2 vitality is really nice. Gaining 1 armor, it's all nice stuff. Gaining an item as well is super nice. 2 armor, 7 magic defense. That's just standard issue defensives, which I like. Ornament for 5 armor and 24 HP. Again, I like it, but it's a little too much tank with not much else. Armor, strength, dodge chance, and debuff resist. I think this might be the best for pure tank stats. For someone we may pick up. And we reach the next tournament level. We've got obviously our 200 gold, getting to this level. Thanks, Mr. Goblin. Local patron was a grabber. Fine specimen. I request just a piece of your flesh, please. I will pay, of course. 1 injury for 30 gold. No, we'll stop at 30 gold. Because you only have 2 injuries, you're absolutely fine. With how much defensive stats you're getting, we could even maybe swap this in for the other thing. Remove your kind of damage slightly, but really buff your defenses. That may be where we go with you. Anyway, that's it for this video. Obviously, we did that round pretty quick. We've still only got 2 people. We're going to be starting fighting like 4 people now, so we can probably need to start diving into some recruits. We've got some decent money to do it. So, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please, like and comment and all that good stuff, and subscribe to see more, because I will be probably, releasing these kind of videos daily for foreseeable future, just because I really like this game, and it seems to get views. so thank you for watching. Have a good day. See you next time.